Hello everyone, I am Setyono Djuandi Darmono from this. I want to ask when you said we have to improve ourselves, which one should I do better now? Being an expert in a field, or I must try many things and be a multi-talent? Thank you.
Okay, there is a story that a general was in the shooting ground, and this is an old story, no gun yet at the moment. So the general used an arrow to the target. So he is very, very good. All the time it goes into the in the center point. So everybody who were watching, they were clapping with him. The general was so happy, proud, and becomes, is a bit of arrogant. They become arrogant. And then there was a apa namanya Pak, yang orang jualan itu Bang, vendor, it's a vendor selling coconuts water. I don't know what is the word in English, but you know, when you have in the countryside, you have coconut trees, and then you take the water out and sell it as a lakian. In Java, we say lakian. I don't know, in Sunda is different. I don't know what is in Sulawesi, but I think it's all available in Indonesia. It's so sweet. It's called lakian. So he saw this general, and he said, "General, that's not difficult." So general was angry. It's not difficult. Yes, the expert in one area is the question, right? So this man said, "Well, Pak General, how many times you practice a day?" "Oh, I shoot 1,000 arrows every day for the last 10 years. No wonder," he said, "I can do the same." So he take the lakian, his coconut water, with 10 cups. And of course, is the what we call the container, it has got a long, what we call tube. So he put this one lock from high, and he can put in 10 cups without any drop of water. Mr. Pak General, can you do it? Of course he cannot, because he also practices every day. So the answer to your question is practice makes perfect. You want to master in one skill, you do it every day. You want to be a good golfer here? You hit 1,000 balls a day for 3 months. I'm sure you'll be a very good hitter. You want to be a very great champion in swimming? You swim every day here in the morning, 5 o'clock when nobody was there, for 3,000 meters every day. Then you join competition, many competition, then you will be also expert.
Good morning, Mr. Darmono. My name is Karen. I'm majoring in industrial engineering. And my question is, on your book, Think Big, Start Small, and Move Fast, you've mentioned that expanding your network is one of the most important key takeaways. What are your tips in building and maintaining networks with people? Thank you.
Thank you. So the question is how to maintain and build network, right? So if you sit in the bedroom all the time, you don't mingle with your friends, you do your lecturings online all the time, how do you build your network and maintain the network? So this is why it's important to come to Christianity and listening offline. This is the kind of networking. You come to university, you have large network. In the future, now one of your friends here may become president, may become minister of somewhere, and maybe one of your girls here married to one Chinese from China who became president of China, and the girl came from Papua. So the Papua girl is the wife of the president of China. And then what happened? You know, who controls China? It's the wife, right? So this is the idea also why we want to have many foreign students so that Indonesia can influence the world. Not only America influence the world, because many Indonesians go to America, don't come back, marry to American. So who influence who? That's why we need to do the same here. So coming to university is networking. But if you also only sit in the apartment, do not mingle, also a problem. So you bring your friends, go to Hollywood Junction, go to Living Plaza, go to Botanic Gardens. Go every morning, walk for how many kilometers? There are 600 kilometers road here in Cikarang. It takes you maybe how many months to go through all the road. So you work together. Also invite the lecturers. And then invite factory people. You build clubs, walking clubs, singing club, dancing club, whatever clubs. The more clubs you join, the more network you have. Then put them in the WhatsApp group. Then you be active in the WhatsApp group. That is how to maintain them. You are not active, you keep silence, people don't know you, right? If you are active, you maintain. Of course, you don't have to be active in your WhatsApp, all your WhatsApp group. You focus on which area you want to target. So that is how to build a network and maintain a network. Join as many clubs as possible. Create as many clubs as possible. You can create your own club. If you create your own club, you are the boss. If you join other club, there are already boss there. Okay?
With the rise of social platforms and social media, a lot of people have become very successful without knowing all the right people. So my question is connection still very important? Thank you.
Yes. So, of course, connection is very important. The problem is you want to connect to President Joko Widodo. How do you connect to President Joko Widodo? You want to know Donald Trump. How do you want to connect to Donald Trump? Then you want to connect with a farmer in Tibet. Which one is easier? To President Jokowi, to President Donald Trump, or to the farmer in Tibet? How many steps you have to take to get in touch with them? Actually, it's easier to President Joko Widodo or Donald Trump than the farmer in Tibet. You want to connect to President, you talk to Professor Budi Supanji. He was the governor of Emlahanas under President Joko Widodo. So his connection is only one step. Go to Pak Budi will connect to President. The problem is, what subject you want to talk to President Joko Widodo to make sure that he will want to see you or listen to you. If it's something beneficial to him, then he will listen to you. Say, if you say, Pak, I have got very good solution how to build IKN. Then possibly, yeah, please come, right? Because that is now his concern. But I have an idea how we can reach $7 trillion GDP in 2045. The president will say, okay, but who is the one who connect you to president? Must be somebody with credibility who president can trust. So yes, connection is important, but how to get you connected, you must have a strategy. But to meet the farmer in Tibet is much more difficult. Maybe you need 7 steps to go there. You have to possibly find first, is there any embassy of Tibet here? There is no embassy of Tibet. So who is closest to Tibet? Maybe India. So you go to the embassy of India. But to meet the Indian ambassadors, you need somebody to connect. Maybe Professor Kairi. Yeah, he can connect because he gave a lot of scholarships. Yeah. The one Indian ambassador then will contact his colleagues in India, then connect to Tibet, and then connect to the governor to Bupati to Camat, Lurah, then find the farmer. But it's a long journey. But it's possible. 7 steps maximum.
So I want to ask you, sir, how you can see this Jababeka into something that is possible when you build this Jababeka? Not to mention, we have to deal with people who may not believe in us. And how you can make people believe that the vision and mission that you have created is now a reality. Thank you, sir.
Not simple. The answer is simple, but actually the journey was not simple. At that time, I thought, if I want to build something like Singapore, then I need a lot of friends to support. I need to have a big dream. If I have a small dream, nobody wants to join me. But if I say to them, I want to build Cikarang with world-class infrastructure so that it can become like Singapore. So the big tycoons in Jakarta, they have not done it. And they also have the same feeling. Yes, Indonesia needs to have a place like Singapore, which we can offer to investors, overseas investors, to do business in Indonesia, like in Singapore, which guarantees certainty of job, certainty of law, security, and conveniences. That is what Singapore is selling. Certainty of law, security, and conveniences. If you've been to Singapore, you know, to go to in Singapore, you feel safe. You can wear your diamond, work at night, no problem. Transportation, very easy. You can use MRT, you can use buses, very easy and also reasonably cheap. Also very clean. So this is the conveniences of Singapore. You want to send your children to school, there are many good schools. Hospital, many good hospitals. Security is good. You come to Changi Airport, you don't see any police. And within a short time, taxi is there, transported to your hotels. So it's all very convenient, very clean, very secure, and there is, for investors, certainty of law. In Indonesia, factories from Japan, from Korea coming here to buy land is difficult. They have to buy from farmers, and maybe some have got certificate, maybe some not. Maybe there is dispute. The ahli waris, they are all quarreling. So it's difficult for investors to come to Indonesia to invest. These all the big businessmen, government, they understand. They understood the problem. So how can we make it simple for investors to come? So we agreed jointly, we will build Jababeka Industrial Estate. But I had to tell a story, tell my dream that we will be like Singapore, building Cikarang like Singapore. So everybody joined. And then it has to be cheap. They don't have to spend much money. Then we sell to government the idea. So government gave us very good regulation. Then we do promotion. We promote, we brought in ministers to open the groundbreaking, big advertisement in Kompas newspaper. So that make it happen, but it's a long journey. The answer is simple. In 5 minutes, I can explain how to build Jababeka, but to build Jababeka takes 33 years until today. Okay, so again, just coming back to think big, start small, and move fast.
I'm Pening Sukmakinasi from Business Administration. And I would like to ask, as you said that working in the field is very important, and what if we have no previous experiences and also we do not know the basic knowledge and bravery to start? Can you give us some advice? Thank you.
Copy. In the class, you don't understand, you nyontek from your friend who is very good. If you are caught, it's okay. But now you understand, right? So nyontek, imitate is the way to go to the field. Sometimes because we come from British University, we know everything. But really we can learn from the Satpam, the farmer, how to do business in their field. So do not be shy in asking questions. Teachers are everywhere, on the street, in the field, in the farm, everywhere. But if we are shy of asking questions, then we will not learn very much. So please ask questions. Don't be shy. If you are shy, you bring your friends together, you ask questions. That is the way to learn. Imitate. Observe. And repeat several times, then you become expert.